Okay, we are going to start with this presentation saying hi there. I am Juana de Ayestas from Honduras, and I am happy to be part of this amazing activity to support Puerto Rico. Thanks to the organizers to invite me. My topic today is teaching and learning to promote peace. But first of all, I want to present some peace concepts, but I don't know if I have control of the presentation. You tell me, please. Okay, this is okay. As you can read, I have some concepts here. The first one, it is from the dictionary that say that peace is a state of mutual harmony between people or groups, especially in personal relations. The other one belongs to the theme of the Catholic University in Africa that says that peace is a gift by God and an effort by the people to achieve it individually and socially. The other one is from the ex-president of the United States that says that the peace that we seek in the world begins in human hearts. And the last one from Pope Francis, he thinks that peace is a journey of hope, dialogue, reconciliation, and ecological conversion. Okay. Now, I don't know what I'm using, the cell phone camera or what?
Just leave it how it was. We're seeing you. That's good, just like that.
Okay. Okay. After reading this information, I can notice that there are similar definitions in terms that peace is something that is inside of everybody. And I can say that it is a motor of a process that never stops because it continues from generation to generation. The word peace has to do with the human development. Since human beings, we have to have contact with the society and the environment. Furthermore, the peace doesn't mean that it's a lack of conflict, but it is a positive way to solve and change, to live in a harmony. In harmony. Yeah. Considering this, it is important to mention that peace is a human right that leads to peace education. And I read the Universal Declaration of the Human Right of Peace that states peace education as a teaching and learning methodology to promote a culture of peace for a better world. And this is the importance of peace education, okay, to transform. This is the other slide, please. Yes, the importance of peace education to transform cognitive, affective, and active. Cognitive, because students under an education of peace are going to be able to be aware of their rights, put them into practice, and critique positively to find a solution looking the welfare of others and for the environment as well. Affective, because they will respond and value their rights as well as defend them through a dynamic of peace. And active, because they are going to take actions, making a positive cooperation instead of to create a conflict. In addition, they will have a responsible participation in the society. That is why this is so important to talk about peace education, because this promote, next please, this promote reflection, critical thinking, decision-making, imagination, problem-solving, and teamwork. How? Reflection to internalize positive process of learning and work against the destruction of values. critical thinking to contextualize the other situations, social or environmental, and think how this affect or impact their own countries and lives. Decision making to work for violence prevention and build a practice of peace. Imagination to enhance creativity and problem solving, considering a dynamic of peace in every stage of their lives. And the last one, that is teamwork to practice a culture of respect, solidarity, and high impact performance. And fostering these skills, the learners have the opportunity to empower themselves, to practice ethical and human rights, become more supportive, respect of other gender, quality, culture, religion, and generate sustainable development. It calls my attention that I am sure that every teacher in the world working the lesson plan considering activities to develop these skills. But it is important to mention to our students that the word peace as is the heart of the teaching and learning, and it has to be mentioned at the beginning of every class, because to talk them about it and get their feedback and perspective regarding this important word is something very important, because it happened to me. I organize everything trying to do it in a better way, in a learning environment in which I am going to be learning also. But I never mentioned the word peace as a word to start my classes, and it is something that I am going to practice now on. Next slide, please. Is showing the other side of this. We are going to find some actions that are against peace education, such as bullying, negative feedback, lack of empathy, favoritism, racism, and domestic violence. You know, these are actions that are triggers of violence, and what we don't want to have in our classroom and lives. Next, please. Okay, and I have this slide with this quote from Dr. Montessori: averting war is the work of politicians, establishing peace is the work of education. And it calls my attention because this is about the teacher's role, okay? And teacher's role, such as be aware to create awareness of peace education, model of a culture of peace, facilitator of peace education, and motivator to transmit peace. As teachers, I think we have in our hands the big commitment to transform lives, the society, the environment, and leave the peace footprint that others wanted to follow. For example, teaching and learning under a peace scenario will provide the tools to work, to learn, and enjoy while change for good. I think that peace education is a big challenge that was done for teachers. And this is the end of this presentation. I don't know if I took the 10 minutes I was practicing, but I don't know. And now you tell me, please. And I just want to thank you. And please don't forget to donate to help our brothers and sisters in Puerto Rico.